Welcome to the Cats in the Cradle podcast. Today, here's what you're going to hear.
We are talking about a $1 million idea.
$1 million idea. You got to stay to the end to hear it. And look, if you're better at things than we are, which most likely you are,
Yeah, most likely.
still our idea, but give us some credit when you do it.
We talk about bums.
We do. We talk about mirrors and the importance of mirrors and how we should utilize them before we go out of our houses.
And then we transition into bums.
Yeah, I tell a funny story about Jonathan, as a boy being potty trained.
Yeah, we have a little bit about stainless steel?
Is it stainless?
Question mark.
Are you going to have to listen to find out?
Yeah.
Some backpack talk.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Can't get better than that.
You came to the right spot for some hard-hitting material.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, hit it.
Oh, yeah!
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Welcome back.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, happy day.
It is a happy day.
We got a lot of things to talk about. Do you want to jump in something you want to talk about?
You can go first.
I literally have a lot, so you go.
Oh, no, I insist.
Beauty before age. Usually it's age before beauty, but this time we're changing it up.
Okay. Well, it's just a quick question, you know?
Yeah.
How stainless is stainless steel?
It's I mean, I don't even know what that means. Like, I know what it is. I know it, like,
Yeah.
there's stainless steel appliances.
Yeah.
That we have some in our house. There's clearly stains that come upon them.
Yeah, so how stainless is... You cannot... That's false advertising.
Like,
We're suing.
is there other type of steel that,
Yeah.
like, it's stainful still?
Yeah, stainful steel.
Like, it's full of stains that, the moment you cook with it, you're like, oh, ooh, that's stained.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to go to the store and buy another stainful pan.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know?
I'm just going to buy a steel pan, not the stainless kind.
Yeah.
That's a good thought, Johnny.
Yeah. Also, if you want, we can talk about backpacks right now.
So the other day we went camping, and as we were coming back from this camping trip, I said, "Hey, can you grab this out of the backpack? It's in it's on the
Front pocket.
It's in the front pocket in the back." And what did you go into?
I went in the front pocket.
Well, I mean, to me, it wasn't the front pocket. To me, it was the big pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows what the directions of a backpack.
The other day, I can't remember if it was you or Ralph or somebody was like, "Hey, can you get this out of my backpack?" And I'm like, "Where is it?" And they said where it was. And I literally looked in the entire backpack. And then finally, as I opened up the last pouch available, I was like, "Oh, that's what they meant."
Yeah, so like the middle pocket, you're like, well, which middle one? Because I don't,
Yeah, because there's
there's multiple middle pockets.
The back of the backpack, like not the part that touches your back, but like the part that would be maybe that is the front. I don't know, like which is the front or back of the backpack.
It depends on where you're looking at it. Because if you're looking at my backpack, that's the front. Like, you know.
Yeah, so we just need more directions on backpacks.
Because anywhere could be the front.
Because even some of the backpacks, like the part that's on your back, some of those have pouches as well. So is that the back or the front?
I don't know. I don't think anybody knows.
It's like a woman's purse where it's just impossible.
Yeah. Like one of those things we'll never figure out.
I wonder if women can figure out backpacks.
I don't know. Somebody was talking to me about girl math today. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, girl math is great.
It's like, I don't know. Like they said, I buy a dress for $100 and I wear it 10 times. So
it's like
then
$10. It's a $10 dress.
That's a $10 dress. Or I'm like, what?
Or the other thing they do is, so the other part of girl math is like, so say you have, something's like buy one, get one free. Well, you can buy twice as many that you normally would because you're getting stuff for free.
I don't get,
So say, I mean, like there's other elements of girl math. Again, I'm not very well versed in it because one, I'm not a girl, and two, I don't do math anymore.
Yeah. Not in your job at all. Yeah. Your job
I have
strictly...
people do math for me.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody 5 times 5. I don't do this anymore.
I retired.
So Yeah, so like, say I had like a budget of $100
Yeah.
and I need a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And I go to the store and the pair of shoes that I want is $50.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
That you save $50.
No, you idiot. It means I buy 2 pairs of shoes. That's girl math.
Oh my goodness. Why?
That would be girl math. And so, in the same thing. So it's like, say, Renee and I have a budget, right, of X. And so, we could buy something. And then she goes like, oh, you know what? Like, turns out we don't need that. So we're going to return it.
Yeah.
The money that she returns is now free cash.
Oh.
And it doesn't count towards the budget in girl math.
So that's how it works.
And so instead of being like, oh, well, now we can put this back into the budget and have more money for food. It's like, no, that's not food budget. That's
my spending cash.
That's my hang out with the girls budget or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's a little, girl math is funny.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Yeah. Cause they're like, oh, this purse is $1,000. I couldn't possibly buy a purse for $1,000. Like, well, hold on. The purse is going to last 3 years. So now it's like only $330.
But next year I want to buy another purse. So, because this one's going to be out of style by then.
But you can still occasionally use it, so it's still you get value out of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you could take pictures of it, and you'll look back and remember how good you looked in that purse, and that's going to be worth something. So really, it's like you don't have to pay for therapy.
Yeah, it's like saying I'm gonna buy a shirt for $20, and now after 20 days, it's a free shirt.
It's a free shirt.
Yeah, that you're not. You're not earning anything from it. You are not earning.
I think you are. At this point, I think you are.
How?
I think this shirt is putting money in your pocket.
Yeah, $20 shirt. Boom! It's the best investment ever. Just buy a shirt. Then it's like boom, 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 boom. You're
through the roof.
Yeah, it's the best investment ever.
Yeah, Warren Buffett doesn't know about this girl math. If Warren Buffett, you don't know who Warren Buffett is. He's like this.
Of course I know who.
Of course you know Warren. Of course you do. Not Jimmy Buffett, but Warren Buffett.
Who's Jimmy Buffett?
Exactly. He's the guy if you like pina coladas.
If you like pina coladas.
All right. Are we done with girl math?
Yeah.
What was the first thing we talked about? Oh, stainless steel. That's a racket.
Wait, how do we get? We were talking about backpacks.
Yeah. Look, it's like I told somebody, they're like, well, do you plan this out? Yeah, we kind of do. And then this happens.
Yeah.
This is why I'm doing a podcast with you and not with a lot of my other kids.
Who? If
I was with Ralph, we would now be going over the details of backpacks and backpack brands and there's JanSport and then there's these whatever kind.
What is JanSport?
When I was a kid in high school, there was the backpack you had was a JanSport backpack.
Yeah.
It had a leather bottom, so they had the ones without the leather bottom, but the ones with the leather bottom was you wanted because it lasted longer, in the book, so it wouldn't tear a hole in the corner.
Oh.
So there you go. Now you know. Now you know how Ralph's and I podcast would go.
What about David?
It would just be me talking.
Actually,
I told David, I was like, hey, we need to get you on the podcast before you leave.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, you got to tell some funny stories, man. He's like, all right. So he's a potential another guest.
Ooh.
So just little teaser for the next couple months.
Yeah.
See if that one pops up.
Are we gonna hint a trip that?
No hints on trips. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it in 2 weeks.
Talk about what in 2 weeks?
Exactly. All right, I want to talk about something that's going on right now in Las Vegas that you don't care about, I don't care about, but there's a funny story associated with it.
Oh.
Okay, EDC. Do you know what EDC is?
Of course.
There's the Electric Daisy Carnival. It's a 3-4 day festival of just craziness, right?
I love it.
A massive rave.
No, I'm joking.
These people party all night long. Literally, it kind of starts late in the afternoon, and then it ends when the sun comes up. There's lots of drugs and just crazy things. There's over 500,000 people will attend this event. So it's crazy.
Why?
I don't know what the draw is. I've never been. I'm not going to go. It's not my thing. But the reason I bring this up is so probably, let's see, you're 14. So probably 10 or 11 years ago, we were going on a trip. So for some reason, I can't remember why I wasn't with you on this trip, but I might have been coming up later. But we were going to Grandma and Grandpa's cabin, okay, up in southern Utah. And Renee was driving. She had you and Ralph in the car. Maybe David. I don't know who else she had, but for sure she had you and Ralph.
Yeah.
and you guys are driving down the 215 and you got to get on the 15.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden she hits massive traffic and she's like, what is going on? Why is there so much traffic?
Mm-hmm.
And it was because of EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival. And so she hits this traffic, it's stop and go, it's very slow.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you have a moment where you say, Mom, I got to go pee.
Oh my
So
gosh.
she's on the freeway. There was construction, so she couldn't pull off to the side to have you pee. Plus you're in the city, and that's kind of a weird thing to do in the city.
Yeah.
But like you're not in diapers anymore. You're potty trained, but also newly potty trained. So you're probably like, I'm guessing you were 3.
7. No.
This was last week.
Yeah.
And so Renee's like, it was like, she's a resourceful woman. And so she has a bottle of water. She just downs the bottle of water. She just chugs it, drinks it all. She goes, here you go. She hands you the bottle of water and says,
Oh my
here,
gosh.
pee in this. Do you know what you did?
I peed up.
So I just, for those of you who are listening, we don't have a water bottle here to show you. But so imagine like you have, like you're pouring the water bottle down. Like, so Jonathan inserts his man into the water bottle and he begins peeing. And as he's peeing,
It's just going all over me.
and you're like, Mom, it's getting on me. And she's like, well, pouring it down.
Oh my goodness. I'd rather just go out the window.
Yeah, that would have been better too, right? Just roll the window down, just pee out the window. That actually would have been really funny.
Some lucky guest is gonna get, or some lucky driver is gonna get pee on their windshield.
Knowing our luck, like wind would have blown in right at that moment,
into the car. Like, oh no, not in my face.
Like you never pee, you pee with the wind, not into the wind.
I made that mistake before on campouts.
I think we all have.
Yeah, so it's so funny because like it's the middle of the night. You're like, okay, I'm gonna pee away from the tent, and then you end up peeing like at the tent.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of when I saw EDC in town like that, I was telling somebody at work that story the other day, and I was like, oh, we got to talk about that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. Look, I'm old.
Oh yeah.
Here's the problem: is I'm old and you're young. You're not quite at the part where you understand all of the usages of memes and technology.
Like what? Like how stupid they are?
Well, they are stupid, and it also makes you disqualified to be an expert on it as well. But there's something I want to dive into. I want to figure out, like, okay, at what point is it okay to say LOL in a text, or haha, or ha ha ha, or
Ooh.
laughy face emoji?
Whenever you feel like it. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Home of the brave, land of the free. Unless you are not in America.
So I guess, I hear what you're saying, land of the free. I feel like LOL, like you should have literally laughed out loud to put an LOL.
I've seen people say LOL in real life and they are not laughing at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's wrong. You can't do that. That is bullcrap. That is inappropriate usage of the LOL. The LOL stands for we might have listeners that don't know this. LOL stands for laugh out loud.
Yeah.
And so if you're replying to something that I said with an LOL and you did not laugh out loud, you're lying to me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I do know.
I don't say LOL that much at all. Like I don't
either.
I think I've never said it in like ever.
The only time, like literally the only time I do an LOL is if I literally laughed out loud.
Really?
Otherwise, to me, it's just it's a haha moment.
Have you ever heard of LOL CMP?
No. What is
Laughing out loud crapped my pants.
How do you?
I just made that up.
It's now a thing. Look, we have. I was checking out our stats the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, I was looking at our listenership. We're big in Thailand.
Actually,
like somehow that behind the United States of America, our number 2 listened to from country is Thailand.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, that is crazy.
And it makes sense that they would do the CMP stuff there because some of their food is spicy and unpredictable.
Oh, have you ever heard of the Mexican heartburn?
I have had Mexican heartburn.
It's hot coming in, hot coming out.
Some hot stuff. So, yeah. All right. So when do you use haha versus ha ha ha, or laughy face emoji?
So I don't know. I like whenever I see like a funny picture of baby Eliza, I'll go he, or he or like if I'm doing like something like I'm like saying something stupid, it's he, like you know.
All right, so let's say like somebody texts you something and it is literally hilarious. Like your stomach hurts because you laugh so loud. How do you appropriately respond to that moment?
You say I don't get it, and then
You just ruined it. Then they have to mansplain the joke to you.
All right. No, I'd probably just like say like I don't know, like that was funny or something. I don't know. It's never happened.
You've never had one of those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, that was so funny.
No. The only time I've laughed like the hardest I can is when me and Ralph were together and nothing happened and we just start laughing. And so like we're just like sitting there and we're like and we just start laughing and it's so funny.
Yeah, I mean those are good times. Like when you're just, there's some sort of chemical release that goes on in the brain that's just satisfying right there.
Yeah. But like I feel like the only time like I've laughed like extremely hard like is extremely funny moments. Like I don't know, I feel like sometimes in a movie there might be a funny moment or something that gets me laughing.
So I remember going to Home Alone when it first came out in the movie theaters.
No way.
And that scene where Kevin puts the fireworks in the pot when he's ordering the pizza and he's like playing the movie and he exploded those fireworks. That had me laughing so hard and so loud. Like I was crying from laughter.
How? I don't know. That funny.
It was at the moment, like it just hit me right. You know, like it was so funny to me of like this kid ordering a pizza and
making fake gunshots after he paid the guy.
Yeah. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah. I don't know why you would do that. Why would you put fireworks inside of a pot in your house? How's the pot fine?
How would you fire a gun at a pizza delivery boy?
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah, I mean the guy just brought you pizza. It's not like he's did anything wrong.
Yeah, he's like, hey, can I have my tip? Boom, 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 boom. You know?
Keep the change. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Look, we all have that. That's for some reason that's a moment that I just remember.
Yeah. I don't know. There's like, I don't like how people like are trying to redo stuff. You know, like if it's like a sequel or whatever, it's fine. But like the new movies, like new, like redoing movies.
Yeah, I hear you. It's like, look, we do not lack creativity that much that the only way I can make a movie worthwhile is by repeating what people did 20 and 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Or longer.
Just like make an original idea, you know? I feel like.
Yeah, and if you can't, then ask ChatGPT for an original idea.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing? Does that work? Does that count?
I mean, kind of.
I mean, why wouldn't it? I mean, maybe that's when it says like inspired by a true events or based on a real story or whatever. Maybe that's kind of what that means.
Inspired by true events is that can mean anything. Like
it really can mean anything.
Like I could say like I make the funniest movie ever or whatever, you know, and I say inspired by true events, and like one time I was sitting on the toilet and I was inspired. I was inspired to make this hilarious movie.
Yeah, called Hot Dog Man.
I don't. That one's not the best.
I beg to differ.
Really?
No, it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's good, man. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's fun. Like, see, that kind of stuff is fun. Like when you're young and you can just be like, hey, let's be silly creative and come up with a movie idea and you actually shoot it. Like that's fun. Like that's what you're supposed to do. That's how you experiment and do things. You know, that's how you get inspired to do things like create a podcast.
Really?
That reaches Thailand.
Nice. Wait, so how many listeners are in Thailand?
I don't know. So look, we have thousands of listeners.
Listens.
And 0.3% of them are in Thailand.
Wait.
So you do the math. I don't know how that works.
0.3?
Yeah, 0.3.
And so then like 98% are in America?
Sounds about right, yeah, because there's a lot of other countries that have listens as well.
98% of America listens to
the
us.
problem with the statistics is like I can see that, okay, there's people listening in Thailand. The problem is I don't know how long they listened.
Yeah.
And so they probably came for the song. They're like, this intro music's pretty cool, but I don't know about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think hopefully I don't even know if they're like understand this.
Yeah, because I don't have a translation going on. I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't even. What language do they speak in
Thai.
Thai?
I want to
Hmm.
bring up. This might be. Look, if this is going to go off the rails, you need to correct it. You need to just say, "Yeah, let's go next topic."
Going off the rails on a crazy train.
Uh, yeah, I want to talk about the importance of having a mirror at home and actually looking at yourself in the mirror before you leave the home.
Let's go. Let's do this.
You ready for this? All
Yeah.
right. All right. So I went to a steakhouse. I had a vendor for work take us out to dinner. So I'm at the Aria. I'm down on the strip,
Ooh.
and steak was good. It was okay. It wasn't the best I've ever had. Definitely not the worst.
Yeah.
As we're leaving, there's an escalator you have to take up to go to the parking garage, and there was a larger woman wearing a swimsuit where the majority of her gluteus maximus was hanging out. And I just thought, like, did she not look in the mirror before she left her hotel room?
What? I mean, so you can't really judge because you have no idea what happened. You know, it could have been something crazy. Like she just skydived out of the plane, her clothes flew off, and she was about to go swimming right afterwards. You know, but I mean, I'm with you on that. Like, just like wear like normal clothes. Like everywhere you go, there's like children and stuff like that. Just be aware of what you wear. You know.
And I think what today's style is bringing us is it's bringing people that are like, hey, look, if I'm thin, if I was a thin person, I could wear this and it's be okay. But if I'm a bigger person, I wear this, it's not okay. So they're trying to like normalize, like, well, if thin people can wear it, then I can wear it. And I understand that perspective.
Yeah.
But I guess part of it should be like, well, like let's just come back to a level of decency all the way around where
Yeah.
we kind of keep our butts from hanging out.
Not till I'm married. Not till I'm married. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
Not till you're married. What, when you're married, you're just going to go around with your butt crack hanging out?
Exactly.
Watch out for John on this wedding reception.
Yeah. I'm gonna have tearaway pants, and I see she's walking down the aisle with her dad. Yeah.
Pants gone.
And I turn her,
And then you're gonna say,
turn her,
honey, where are my pants?
I'm gonna turn around like, what a view. No, that's what the crowd's gonna say.
Oh man, that'll be unforgettable right there.
Yeah.
But even so, I know I've ridden this train for a while, but like I'm at the point where like I'm super annoyed. Like you go to the grocery store, and I get it. You're going to the grocery store. You don't need to be wearing like a suit and tie, like I happen to be wearing right now. For those of you watching on Spotify,
Ooh.
but I'm just sick and tired of people literally looking like bums every time they leave the house. Like, can we please just have a higher level of decorum? I guess.
Are you going at me? Are you going at me right now?
Not intentionally, but sure, somewhat. Because I know, like, to me, like, just don't go to the store in your pajama bottoms and slippers. Like, it's just, like, is it that hard to throw on a clean shirt and a pair of shorts? Apparently, it is. The silent Jonathan's like brain, like the monkey's like, let me turn this wheel.
Yeah.
Is it that hard?
I mean, like sometimes I feel like people just don't want to change. But are my Hot Wheels pants my pajama? Do you call them pajama pants?
I don't think those are quite pajama pants.
Yeah.
Those like I'm talking about like I think the other day Ralph was wearing like his Christmas pajama pants.
Yeah.
They're like this flannelish type material or something. I don't know what it is. And I'm like, you look like a bum, dude. Like just put on like, if I'm going to the restaurant and that's what you're wearing, you're not coming in with me. Like hands down, I'm not going to eat with a kid that dresses like that.
Yeah. I remember.
And maybe the store's okay, right? Because maybe you're feeling sick and you just got to run and grab some cold medicine and get out of there.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm overreacting on the store, but it's still just to me, it's just annoying. Like I feel like we're way too casual in certain instances.
I remember, 5th grade, 4th grade, maybe. I remember going to school and this girl was wearing pajamas. I was like, what the heck? It's not pajama day. And I was like, wow. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, how'd you get away with this?
Yeah, Like
What gives you the right foot?
this is illegal. wearing pajama pants.
So if she's that lazy with the dress in the 5th or 4th grade, I mean, like, what's gonna happen to her when she's in high school? Like, she's just gonna.
I don't know. People wear pajama stuff in high school.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, have some self-respect where you can show up and dress. You don't have to. I'm not saying show up in a shirt and tie. I'm not saying that. You don't have to wear a dress or whatever.
Yeah, you don't have to wear a shirt. You just shirt and tie.
Just a tie.
Yeah.
Just the tie, not yeah.
I feel like I think it's just like they want to be comfortable wherever they go.
And I get that, but clothes are more comfortable. Like, there's stretchy shirts. There's stuff that like it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'll get off this horse.
Okay.
I'm an old man, and right now I just sound like an old man.
Back in my day, I had an onion on my belt because I was a style back
Yeah,
then.
and you didn't wear pajamas to school. All right, you had a guitar recital. Let's talk about it.
I did. I say I did pretty good.
You nailed it, dude.
Yeah.
So what song did you play?
I played "The Man Who Sold the World."
So it's a David Bowie song.
Yeah, I was a little like I was like, wait, like she said by Nirvana. I'm
so
like,
because you did the Nirvana unplugged version.
well, it's still David Bowie though.
It is, yeah. They covered it, and you covered them.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it was really cool seeing you up there, man.
I did something different. Like I learned it that day.
You did not. What did you do different?
So usually I do a normal A chord, like down next to the top of the guitar, but instead I did a barred A, because it made an easier transition.
Look at you, dude.
Yeah.
For barred, like, I still stink at barred chords.
Really?
I'm getting better at it, but like, there you are. You've been playing for like 4 months, and you're busting out stuff that like I still struggle with.
Yeah. It's so Uncle Jimmy, shout out to Uncle Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy.
He came over one time and he's like, I'm like, I have no idea how to do bar chords. And he's like, oh, let me teach you real quick.
So he took you to the local bar.
And he showed me how to strike a chord in a bar.
All right, so he showed you how to do the bar chords?
Yeah, so he's like, you don't even have to push down like maximum hard. You just have to like, I don't know. He explained it pretty good though.
And now you got it.
Yeah.
And you've been keeping that secret from me ever since.
Secret. I don't know what that is. Wink, wink.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Like, I think I've mentioned this before. The great satisfaction I have as a parent is watching your kids do cool stuff. Like,
Yeah.
watching them succeed. Like, when David, playing volleyball, and he'd have a game where he'd play out of his mind. Like, when they won that playoff game.
Oh, that was so awesome.
So awesome, because it was intense. It was a 5-set match. Super satisfying because David was the man, right?
Yeah.
He was the man. He was the reason that they won, because his setting was killer. It was on spot. He gets this first team all conference. Super awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then seeing him getting ready to go off on a mission, watching Aubrey succeed in school, watching Addison be a mom. Like, these are all very satisfying things. Watching them, get married and do this stuff. Watching you up there playing the guitar was super satisfying. Like, and even I know you had some jazz concerts this past week. Like, watching on the piano and then playing the trumpet, like, super satisfying. Like, just fun.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Jonathan's a man up there.
Booyah.
Booyah. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just weird me complimenting you, but it's like, there's moments as a parent that, like, you're like, oh, well, this kid did something terrible. And then there's moments where you're like, hey, my kid's pretty awesome. And those are good moments. Those are good times to remember.
Yeah.
So I should start a podcast with my son.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. We should look into that.
Yeah, so I've been thinking, I think we already talked about this, but like what if we actually just change the whole time system? Like, just
We kind of talked about this last week.
yeah.
I don't,
be awesome.
unless you have a firm idea, we're not diving into this.
100 minutes in an hour.
Yeah, we're not, we haven't thought this out well enough.
I also have another idea.
Let's hear it.
It was actually your idea, but it's $1 million one, and it's already
Look, if you do this, listeners in Thailand,
yeah.
you got to get us in on it.
Yeah, just like send us a little chip every day. Yeah, like potato,
Yeah, some Bitcoin.
Dorito.
All right, let's give them the idea.
It's so basically you take any car and you turn it into an electric car, and you like like basically you just take any old, rusty, dumb,
Vintage car.
yeah, and you just turn it into an electric one.
You Teslafied is that's what we want to call it.
Yeah, you turn it into a resto mod.
And so yeah, so think about it. You got your like 1965 whatever,
Yeah,
and so it's a cool car. You get your old school engine, but now it's like you Teslafy it, and so now you got your 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
yeah.
I was telling somebody else about this, and they said, "Hey, you still have to make it so that there's an engine sound to it."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
So-
down with that.
So like if you like there's like some personalization. If you want to like keep the interior the same, okay. If you want us to like do whatever,
Put in the screen, we can do that. Yeah,
Yeah, if you want us to like put an engine noise in there for you, we can.
we can do that. Yeah,
But,
I like how you're saying it, like in the current term, like as if somebody sent us a car right now, like we could do that.
if we can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want.
Like I said earlier, home of the brave, land of the free. Unless you were listening from a different country.
Like Thailand.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what their form of government is. It could be a communist government. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Nope, I don't think anybody knows. Besides
Besides the Thai.
Yeah.
They do have some very tasty dishes though.
like
Pad Thai.
pad thai, I love that stuff.
Yeah, chicken katse. They're what's that soup I like?
Oh, meatball.
No, Tom Kha soup. So good. All right. Let's see. I have other things to talk about, but we'll just save it for another week. I think this has been a good time.
Yeah.
This is good. This is a good spot to end.
This is a good spot to end.
Teslafy your car.
Yeah, contact us at
Hold on. Before you contact anybody, we didn't talk about either of our sponsors.
Cinemark.
This section is brought to you by Cinemark. Get your Cinemark movie pass, $10 a month. Get a movie ticket a week.
Yeah.
Or not a week, a month. You get 20% off concessions, no online fees. Did you watch any movies of late?
No.
I watched something on Netflix about a lady that killed her husband, and the question was it in self-defense or not?
My
So,
teacher
it was interesting.
my teacher like didn't like, I don't know, it was weird. But she basically told us about a show where this like person was like killing like husbands and whatever. Or it might have been Disney.
Gotta watch out for those princesses.
It was in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. There's that lady who just has a bunch of wives or husbands.
Or something.
Yeah, but
All right.
they're all dead.
Okay, other sponsors brought to you by
Doc R. Haldwin, LLC.
bringing you
happiness,
health
healing.
in a myriad of ways.
You can contact her at 702-258-7860.
She's having a lot of miracles going on. There's some really cool patient success stories that she's had, and we're not going to share them right now because I'm tired. It's late.
All right.
Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Hold on. How can you get in touch with Dr. Haldeman one more time?
702-258-7860.
Call her up. Make it happen. Enjoy
Free
it.
consultation.
Free consultation. Johnny, this has been a good one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
See ya.
Oh, yeah!
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
What are you eating?
Rocker.
Cracker.
Oh, my shoulder hurts.
Why does your shoulder hurt?
I don't know. But it does.
I actually got a lot today.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, yeah? What do you got?
A little bit about something. I've been pretty gassy today, so beware.